loss, and for your husband and your father, and a leader in the community. But as Jim said, his legacy will live on forever. And so this is just a small appreciation of us as leaders to honor his legacy, but also a commitment to carry his legacy forward in our work and our commitment to the Karen community as well. So, whereas Marner was born on September 23rd, 1970, to Pastor Winner and Mrs. Pa Saw T in Totten Township, which is the Tenasserim Plains of the Karen state of Myanmar. And whereas in early 2005, Marner fled the fighting and oppression of the Karen people in Burma and the refugee camps in Thailand and settled in St. Paul, Minnesota. And whereas, as one of the first Karen refugees to settle in Minnesota, Marner committed himself to helping his fellow Karen refugees with starting new lives in Minnesota by volunteering for several years at the Karen community of Minnesota in various leadership roles from secretary to treasurer to superintendent. And whereas Marner worked diligently to help establish the Karen Organization of Minnesota as a 501c3 nonprofit organization. And whereas in 2009, Marner became the social services coordinator of KOM and specialized in assisting vulnerable Karen clients with immigration services. And whereas Marner transitioned to a new role at KOM in 2019 as a family assister, which allowed him to continue his work with new Karen arrivals to Minnesota. He also served as an elder program coordinator during this time. And whereas Marner passed away on October 2nd, 2020, due to complications from COVID-19. And whereas Marner will be remembered as a compassionate and generous man who is strongly devoted to serving the Karen people and preserving and celebrating the Karen culture, and his leadership will have a lasting impact on his family and the Karen community in Minnesota. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed, the Ramsey County Board of Commissioners declares October 2nd, 2020 as Marner Day in Ramsey County, and be it further proclaimed that Ramsey County Board of Commissioners recognizes and honors Marner for his admirable leadership, visions, and contributions to the Karen people in Minnesota, and hopes that the Marner inspiring life will serve as an example to motivate future generations of Karen Americans in Minnesota to serve and celebrate their community.
Dinyai na bodo trai takle la papurabata na pa Shadisaga na pa bamu adala Kose Minnesota na pa bamu adala Ramsey County our Board of Commissioners our QA kuna Jakoga do our hibukopo la meora patramana amada opomu bodo trai takle la Kose do County Ramsey County ne no our Pago Paklewada no mini la mewada la October Kitho Nunitilla Patra Mana Palate Kui Dehoko ani pa wati Papa Badati Pa Papa Nodi Mewada Manaso Day la County Ramsey County Apu do Kose Minnesota Apu la Tagathino however Kopana la Puku Debois Akotaro Papa Purabta Board of Proclamation our try presentation to Wanyai Simi Wakode La Aquada Pakode La Head of Malakapoda Napta the Buloi Akonino no W Code
Kane Bodo Kati Dother Dully dot Tasikato Butowella Bukado the Durba Bathado COVID-19 law. Basadanaki, Dareta Clela, Takahi Kohi Nolo Kati Dother Durway Ine, Akatita Tasikato di. A horo Thino Drossuthako, Tasaha Atara Lodaway. Tobone Thutaka Burme, Pele no Ola, Bagupaga Akla. Also Sudo, Bagupaga, who call your Do Nogabati who Nasu Tobo, Do Thukiti Makashot Junilo. Tawotadu Heavy Toweli, bas hadana ki tega le blok le tenu da bwe ni pagba tro su to ko di ta sa kha ta ra lo ta we ni lo